Welcome back to another episode of Opinionated Sports Podcast. I'm here again with my boy Carlos Mojica. You might notice some of that. He got that drip on. I don't know what that is. I don't have mine, so you must have something that I don't have. But I like that hoodie you got on there. It looks good, you know.
Yours is in your room.
Come on, you can't tell him that.
You just decided not to wear it.
Of course, I'm wearing it for later. We had a busy week this week.
We do have a busy week this week.
I'm saving it, you know.
Well, I'm wearing it all three.
Okay, well, we love it. But
wearing it to sleep. Wearing it in the shower.
Looking ass. We got to get more merch in because I'm trying to wear our stuff, but different though.
It's just I don't know. It's different when you like have your own stuff.
No, I agree.
It feels a lot better.
It's cool.
It feels a lot better for sure.
It's cool, especially because like we have a lot of creative friends. Shout out those boys over there at PCT. They got the new trucker hats in the pink, purple, gray, green, red, white, and blue, black, gray, whole rainbow over there. So go ahead and support those boys. You know, they might be for sale soon. Who knows? But if you don't have one, I hate to see it. But yeah, like you're right. It feels great to have something to wear finally and just represent the brand. And then as we continue to get more and more merch and clothes and stuff like that, it'll be good to kind of just see it resembled and professional when we just want to do stuff. So I think it's dope. But without further ado, it's been a pretty crazy offseason, honestly, within the NFL. Some dudes are just getting, honestly, that cat went up and bags dropped off left and right.
So the cap goes up $10 million a year. So a lot of people are also running into problems because that COVID year, they essentially lost. They paid the players.
Yeah, but the league lost money.
Right? Well, no, so I guess the league lost money, so they couldn't give them that extra $10 mil because every year it's going up $10 mil. When COVID happened, they didn't give teams their money, but you have people getting like that got the bag because for one, they didn't expect COVID to happen. So like you already have that in play that you're getting that extra 10 mil. This is going to go there. This is going to go there. This is going to go there. So they lost like 20 mil.
Okay. So like, I get what you're saying. Like,
so that's what like,
but they're still having to pay based off.
That's
of
why people are getting cut, released, and stuff like that.
They can't afford it
because they can't afford it because they didn't get that money.
Yeah, it makes a lot of sense.
That's why the Cowboys had to let go of Amari, I guess.
And then they didn't sign with Greg Hardy. Or he decided that we'll get into that later.
Yeah.
But examples.
Because of reasons like that.
Julio, you saw that too.
Yeah, I saw that too. But in my mind, I'm just like, there's teams that do it. There's some teams that don't do it. But they hire people from Wall Street.
Really?
I did not know that. To move money.
Okay.
Because that's their job, to move money. So that they know how to put money in different areas where you won't ever run into a problem with being at over cap.
Okay.
So in my mind, I'm just like, if this team is so important to you, or like this player is so important to you, or like you want to be good year in and year out, why don't you do that?
Yeah, that's understandable. Honestly, like
you have the money to pay them.
Yeah, it's I don't know.
I don't know how much they make on Wall Street, but I feel like they would make more in the NFL.
I saw that boy Jordan Belfort.
That's
that
different.
Man said he wasn't effing leaving. You know what I'm
that's
saying?
Different.
He was staying forever.
That's different.
You saw them boys over there at Enron.
That's also different. But like a single person, I don't know how much they make in a year over on Wall Street. But like, do you
just
think
like the average? I mean,
yeah. Do you think they'll make more?
The computer here. They probably make crazy, honestly.
No, like, do you think they'll make more in the NFL, or do you think they'll
probably
make more
not.
on Wall Street?
Wall Street, I feel like just has more of a general like what's the word? Like there's more like businesses and stuff they like work on and all that. So
but it's also harder.
Harder to what? To get a job there?
I guess like
average Wall Street salary. Entry-level investment banking associates do pretty well for themselves, often receiving salaries of $100K in their first year.
Within 4 to 5 years, seasoned investments can easily earn $100. They don't make that much.
Shit.
That's a lot, but that's not a lot.
Okay, but think about that entry level banking. That's like if I went to school and studied economics.
But this is the thing. Like how many people on Wall Street are earning the millions? Not very many.
Yeah, but I mean,
you're still a fish in a big ass pond.
Honestly, if you make $100K in general, though, you're.
I mean,
yes,
I know it's a lot of money, but I'm saying that's not a lot of money for what they do.
I get it, and also,
I feel like they could make more in the NFL.
That's true, and if you work Wall Street, you live in New York probably, so
and it's expensive as hell.
Living, yeah. So like, if you take away like, they're probably making like 20,000 less than that, with this cost of living and shit. But yeah, no, I mean, I get what you're saying. It is crazy just with like them moving money and all that stuff. But I mean, it kind of just, I don't know. It's just always, it's a business at the end of the day. Like it's a business, but it's also crazy. Like, man, I just feel like teams are just really extending and, you know, they're reaching with some of these acquisitions. I don't think some of these people should be getting paid. I actually need to pull up a list of like the active signings because there's been so much shit.
Before we do all that, speaking of money and moving, Deshaun Watson's finally a free man. He's getting talked about. Free that man, Deshaun. He's getting talked about. Teams are interested in him. I was curious to see what would happen. I mean, because he didn't play for a year. Then
they're moving quick.
For one, he didn't play for a year, and two, how much would what happened affect him? Like, are teams willing to like take him on the team and whatnot?
No, I feel that.
But he's released. He's a free man. He's getting looks. Where do you think he's gonna go?
I'm trying to find the overall thing. Honestly, I've seen a few things. I've seen he just met with Cleveland, with the Browns, and we'll get into like how that affects Baker in a little bit. But he met with them. He met with the Saints. I think like every single team in the NFC South.
He's met with the Falcons. He's met with the Saints. He's met with the Panthers.
Yeah. It's been like those. He's probably obviously met with Houston, probably, even though he's probably getting.
No, I think Houston's trading him.
I'm saying he met with them. Like he's definitely got he's still on the team. It's like he has to talk to them type deal. But I'm just like naming like total teams. But I know he's met with guaranteed 4 teams. I really don't know where he would go. I mean, there's so many different options. Like you go to the Browns, they have a great offensive line. He's been running around his whole life when he's playing for the Texans, making plays and stuff. But that's also part of the reason he had tore his ACL.
But if he goes to the Browns, he's basically going back to the Texans kind of in a way, because like at the Texans he didn't have the offensive line and he had some receivers.
Yeah. At
the Browns he has an offensive line and now no receivers.
One receiver, just Amari, and then they draft someone.
But
still,
we've seen with the Cowboys that he's not always available.
You're right.
So.
You're right.
It's going to be, if he goes there, it'll be interesting.
I think he has that option, and then the Panthers. I'm not really too sure about that option. I would love to see him and McCaffrey, but I just feel like McCaffrey would be part of the deal to get him. That's just how the NFL works. Like McCaffrey is cold, but like I feel like the Texans would be like, give us McCaffrey and Sam Darnold for Deshaun Watson type.
Don't they have? Old boy from UT, Devontae Foreman. Is he still on the team? Because I know
Houston.
Yeah, because he averaged like 4.5 a carry.
CMC.
No, but like
I'm just saying
you don't need to spend that money when you can spend less money and get other stuff.
I know, but I'm just saying that's what they're gonna. That's just how they are.
Okay, but what does that do for you? Nothing. Literally nothing.
I mean,
you're getting Deshaun Watson at running back, and that does nothing for you because he's not like. Yeah, you saw what he already did in Carolina, like. They did everything on him, and they put everything on him, and he got hurt. This is going to be the same thing in Houston. So
maybe
it's like, you're not going to the playoffs. You're not going to the Super Bowl. So why not try to get rebuilding pieces rather than trying to get the one player? Because even then, in my opinion, if he does go to the Panthers, I don't think yes, it helps the Panthers, but it doesn't boost them going to like the Super Bowl or like
but their division
championship.
Their division is weak though. So like besides with Brady,
but you still got to play the Rams.
Yeah. Occasionally.
You still got to I'm talking about playoffs.
Oh, yeah.
You still got to play the Rams.
Packers.
You still got to play the Packers.
49ers.
You still got to play the 49ers and the Cowboys. Like, yes, it is the Cowboys, but, like, that's still a good team that you have to play. The Bucks.
Yeah, but this ain't no AFC. So, like,
no, but, like, that's still 5 good teams possibly have to play.
But regardless,
and that team right now isn't good enough to beat those 5 teams. Maybe the Cowboys, that's about it. But other than that, no.
I got you. I get what you're saying. They also have the other 2 options were the Falcons and the Saints. The Falcons, if I were him, I'm just not going there just because they've had good pieces and they just can't seem to build it winning team around. Honestly, I don't think Deshaun Watson is that much of a huge upgrade from Matt Ryan. Matt Ryan is still pretty good. I mean, he's not like.
I think his contract kind of fat too. Still.
Yeah, so it's like I don't really.
So whoever, if you trade, if they trade him, they got to pick up that contract.
I don't think that makes the most sense. Honestly, if I'm Deshaun.
Well, he also again has no receivers there.
I agree. Yeah, because Calvin Ridley's
Calvin's
for the whole
yeah.
year. Damn, that is crazy. They really hold my man. Boy, it said that boy was gambling over there. But
should have bet on Call of Duty instead.
So imagine Prize Picks that boy. Go ahead and get that power play. But no, honestly, if I'm Deshaun, bro, that Saints opening is looking great just due to the fact they have Kamara and Michael Thomas there, and they have a good defense there, and it's just like it's still within that division. I'm not going to the AFC. If I'm Deshaun, I'm leaving the AFC. It's there's too much shit in there now. Like, bro, boy, all these guys are good, but
my thing is,
if I'm Deshaun,
I think he's going to go to the Saints, and the only reason I think that is because of Vegas. If you've paid attention or looked, Vegas has changed their odds on like winning the conference and winning the division.
Really?
And like they're just not going to change it like that if they don't know something. Like it changed a lot. It changed a lot.
That's crazy.
Because I think to win the division, they're 3-1 odds now, and to win the conference, there's 13-1 odds now.
Really?
Yeah. So like they're not just gonna change that significantly without knowing something. So, I think New Orleans would be a good fit for him. I think it'll be a good place for him to be. He's gonna have a good team. He can do something with that team.
Yeah.
I mean, the only team he has to worry about is the Bucs,
Tampa Bay,
yeah,
and Tom Brady.
That's it.
Speaking of Tom Brady,
yeah, what the fuck?
The man said, a man spent a month with Giselle and his kids. You know, he spent too much time kissing his kids on the cheek, and he was like,
that boy had enough.
He was like, yeah.
That boy had enough.
He was like, he seen Ronaldo play and was like, man, this retirement life. Ronaldo probably was like, man, go ahead and keep playing. You see me playing. That's right what Ronaldo said. He did. He was probably like, come on now, we got
that boy had
retire
enough
all together. Yeah, that was crazy.
I don't know.
I mean, I kind of expected it.
I knew something. I knew something was gonna happen. I knew something was going on.
But damn, it was quick though. The draft didn't even happen.
Quick as hell.
Like, what? The combine literally just ended, and this man was like, "Oh, I'm back."
Like, you can't even like. The man did so good last year. You can't even say like, you need to retire. Like, oh, you should have stayed retired. Like he was still the number 1 quarterback last year. At year what? What is he at? 47?
Nah, he's like 45.
45?
Yeah.
That's crazy. I expected it, but I was still surprised, or I was still like, what the hell?
Hey,
now Gronk might come back.
I mean, I honestly know why he did. I mean, if I were him, I'd have retired after I won the Super Bowl, but he came back and they lost in the divisional. So it's like, you know, him as a competitor, he's just like,
I can't go out.
He's like, he's like, I'm coming back. Like, bro, what more do you have to prove? Like, you're literally the GOAT. Like, it's not even close.
He's
like,
just
remotely close. And he's like, I got to come back still.
He's just not satisfied with
that divisional game, huh?
Losing.
Hey.
Really?
I get it. But I hope, I don't know. It's just like one of those things. It's like, the good thing is his skill isn't regressing at all. So it's not like he's coming back and it's like, we got like Ben Roethlisberger. It's not like, dude, we can't wait till he retires. Like, you're literally not playing at a high level anymore. At least with Tom.
For Tom Brady, it's like
high level.
We don't want you to retire. Yeah. Like, what? This is insane. We literally might not see this again.
I agree.
We probably will, but like, there's a chance. Like,
dude, it's gonna be very. I don't know, bro. Because
I think just the way what
I just
technology
think
is going
it's
and
just
like
is
how
random, bro. Like
players
I feel
are
like
evolving.
everyone is going to be good, and it's going to just be hard to dominate like that. Like I mean, even look at it now. Like even if Tom was going to retire,
There's got to be somebody, bro.
we were looking at the league.
They probably
and
thought that about Jordan.
yeah, but
They probably thought that about who was the great back then.
well, someone's always going to dominate, but football is just a harder. Like what Tom Brady did is just unprecedented. Like so many things had to work right for that to happen. For him to dominate like that, and it's such a team-oriented sport. It's like baseball almost. Like not as close, but I'd say football is probably the second closest to baseball as in terms of like difficulty of winning a championship. And it's like, I mean, you see it. Like it just that shit's like football. There's no dynasties, bro. Really, besides like the Pats. But I mean, it's hard to go back to back. The Pats,
49ers,
49ers, y'all. Cowboys, Steelers. That's it historically. That are coming to the top of my head. Like Dolphins, I guess. I don't know like how many Super Bowls they have, but I feel like they.
I thought Dan never won one.
They have won one, haven't they?
I don't think Dan Marino's won a Super Bowl.
He didn't, but they were good. They were good before him. They were good before him though.
Have won one. They might have one or two.
They were good before him. Yeah, they have two. Back to back, not 72, 73. They're the only team in the NFL.
I mean, can you still
undefeated.
count that as a dynasty? That's not really a dynasty.
No, they just went back to back. I say dynasty is winning like 3 championships within 5 years. It's like a dynasty.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because like you might not go back to back, but like y'all didn't. But did y'all win 3 in a row? Or y'all won 3 in 5 years?
We won 3 in 5 years.
Okay, but still like that's like dominant, you know what I'm saying? The Bills went to 4 Super Bowls and didn't even win one within that time. So it's like they could have been the dynasty, you know? We could be talking about Jim Kelly as the GOAT if he would have won 4
Do you
of those
think
in a row.
it's off topic? Do you think Jim Kelly's the best to never win a Super Bowl? Or do you think Dan Marino's the best never to win a Super Bowl?
From a talent standpoint, it's Dan Marino, but it's just hard to say. I mean, it's also hard. It's just hard. Like I watch NFL films and like the older stuff, but it's just hard to like really grasp it. Like we didn't watch football like then, so it's like hard to. I would say it's Dan Marino just from a talent standpoint. Dan Marino's like, I feel like Dan Marino was like the new generation of quarterback. Like Dan Marino was like the transition into like, damn, like he's different type deal at quarterback from a talent standpoint. And then for him to not even win one is kind of crazy. Because I mean, John Elway was the same way. He took him forever to win a Super Bowl. Like the damn Denver Broncos had rebranded by the time he won a Super Bowl. They had They had the new jerseys when they finally won with him. So yeah, I mean. That's what I'm saying. I don't know, but just like going back to Tom Brady, it's just I don't think we'll ever see a dynasty like that maybe in our lifetime within football. It is possible, but dude, at least right now, I mean, we thought the Chiefs were, I mean, they're still really good, but like
Tom Brady could still go to the 49ers, by the way.
I want him to. They'd just be live. Go back home one time, win a Super Bowl with them.
Because
they're trading Jimmy Garoppolo. They could probably.
You can't unretire and go to whatever team you want to. Like if you're still under contract with
he has to get traded.
them, you're still under contract with them. They could trade Ford for him.
Yeah. They could trade for him. They would ship Jimmy. I mean, they're trying to shop Jimmy anyways.
Yeah.
It makes sense. Go get Brady for a year. You already have the team that, you were just in an NFC championship. You already have the team to go to a Super Bowl, play with Brady, and then have Trey Lance learn from Brady for like a year or maybe 2, and then like Brady retires. He plays in California, finishes up home, brings the Super Bowl back to his home team that he grew up watching. And
Don't say that.
Bro, that would just make me throw up. If he does all this shit, I'm gonna be like, bro, like, come on, bro. Like, can he just chill? Like,
the 49ers can't win. they can't.
That's y'all's arch nemesis.
They can't win another one, bro.
Shit, they've been pretty good in our lifetime.
At choking.
I mean, shit, they still went to two Super Bowls. They did choke against the Chiefs, but they still went to 2 since we've been alive.
They choked bad against the Chiefs.
Yeah, they were about like 14.
They choked bad against the Chiefs.
But yeah.
But since we're on the topic of Jimmy, your boy right there. They said the Browns said they wanted an adult quarterback.
Yeah, they need to just chill.
They say he a little boy. They want an adult back there.
This is why I'm just getting annoyed with like all this situation. The Browns are a poverty trash ass garbage ass franchise listed down there with the New York Jets and the Lions of just being terrible franchises. So as an outsider's perspective, yeah, Baker was hurt last year and didn't play well at all, but I'm just annoyed with the front office of how they're treating their players, and that's why people like say Cleveland is the place you go to like, you know, suffer and lose, because they weren't even winning. Bro, he won their first playoff game in 20 years. And
but he had a lot and did nothing with it, in my opinion.
He got hurt though this year. Like, bro, like
okay, but how many times
Bro, he literally had the year they went to the playoffs, he was top 10 in QBR.
And what did he do in the playoffs?
They won a game, and then they were beating the Chiefs at halftime.
And then what happened?
They lost, but it's the Chiefs, bro. They still won a playoff game.
I can't even count that.
What's your argument?
I can't even count that.
What is your argument?
They played the Steelers, didn't they?
That's still not an argument.
They played the Steelers.
The Steelers are better than them in the division. They were on the road that game.
I could have swore that was the year that the Steelers were like made the playoffs, but were ass.
No, they were literally better. That's why the Browns were on the road. Jarvis cooked that slant. They were on the road when they won that game. The Browns finished third. It was Ravens, Steelers, Browns. Browns were like 10-6.
What were the Steelers?
11-5. They were good. Remember, because they won like 11 games in a row, and we were like, they haven't played anyone with Claypool and all them.
Oh yeah, that's right.
They were good. Like, they were good, but like from a record standpoint, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, he won a playoff game. Like, that's a lot, bro. Herbert hasn't even been to the playoffs. Like, I'm just saying, like, and they're in the AFC.
But he has more upside than Herbert. I mean, Herbert has more upside than him.
He has more upside, but I'm just telling you the facts. He has the same playoff wins as Lamar. Like, all this stuff is true. So it's like.
But there's still more upside with Lamar.
I wouldn't say there's more upside. I would just say Lamar is just better. But I wouldn't say there's more upside. Lamar's shown that he can't really.
I think Lamar can be a lot better than what he is currently.
We already won MVP. I mean, there's really no more upside after that.
I mean, yeah, you can always be better.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying from like a personal accolade standpoint. Like,
well,
but that's the top of the top.
I would rather have a Super Bowl than MVP, but that's just me.
Well, absolutely. I mean, let's look at Odell. Getting off topic, but like from a statistical standpoint, he's regressed, but he has a ring, and that's like AB even said it on the Pivot podcast. He's like, I wanted to get a ring. Like, That's why I didn't care about the money when I signed with Tampa. He's like, when you look at me and all these other players that have Super Bowl rings, I'm there with them. I can say I have a ring. Some people can never say they won that. Yeah. So it's like, I do get what you're saying, but it's just like from a Browns standpoint, it's like, bro, like I understand trying to upgrade from Baker, totally understand it, but he was hurt, and he also had a high passer rating before he got hurt. Then he got hurt and fucked his shoulder up, and then I respect him a lot, and the Browns should too.
But the thing is, it's like
I know he like
we don't know. For them to say they want an adult quarterback, that says a lot.
But he literally was off social media, and he got off social media.
But that's fine. But you still don't know what happens in the locker room. You still don't know what happens with conversation between them. You still don't know what happens, like conversations between like other players, him, Jarvis, and Odell. Like you don't know like what's talked about. So like.
But I don't think it's even him, bro. They saying all this shit, and then everyone's getting released from that team left and right. Clowney, Jarvis. It sounds like Baker's gonna be gone. Austin Hooper, like everyone's getting.
Well, I know released. Baker's gone regardless.
I want Baker
of Deshaun or not.
Yeah, I just want Baker to be. I want Baker.
But if they trade for Deshaun, Baker's not part of that package because Houston doesn't want him either.
Where'd you see that at?
Houston said it.
I haven't seen that. I don't think.
Yeah, Houston doesn't.
That's got to be false.
Look it up. Houston doesn't want him. They don't want Baker as part of the package. So if they trade that, he's not part of the package.
I see. I mean,
and your favorite Fox Sports.
We'll talk about them later. But
I'm just saying, like, I don't know why they don't want him. They just said they don't want him.
I mean, He's not expensive. They act like this is the thing. He literally has a 5th year.
But I don't know what they're trying to. I don't know. I just don't know what they're trying to do.
Or trade him. I mean, they have Davis Mills.
I don't know what they're trying to do.
Dude, who knows? But
like, maybe they say that. So like the Browns don't, I guess, pursue it. I don't know, and like they can get another. I don't know. I don't know. They get another quarterback out of it.
Wherever Deshaun Watson goes, you can like, it's gonna like hinder the process. So.
Oh, for sure. But I mean, I don't know. For them to say they want an adult quarterback, I've never seen a team say that.
Exactly, and look who said it: the fucking Cleveland Browns.
That's
I'm just saying, no, it's
but they've
not,
never
it's
said
not,
that before.
It doesn't
though.
matter.
Even with Johnny Manziel, they still did not say that.
It doesn't matter, yeah, because he didn't give them a chance to even say that. I'm just saying, like,
but that should speak some volumes. Though. Like they didn't even say that with Johnny Manziel.
It's there's something about Cleveland, bro. I'm dead ass. Like, there's something about that franchise, like. Bro, if you read his statement, he literally didn't say anything bad. He's been on social media. He thanked them. Yeah, I get what you're saying, regardless of what you've seen behind closed doors of social media. But that's just disrespectful. The man played with a torn labrum for you the whole season. Didn't have to. Could have sat out.
What'd you say earlier?
What?
What'd you say earlier?
I said you shouldn't have played.
No, about the NFL.
It's a business. But them saying that is not being. That's just.
It's still a business at the end of the day.
Fine.
I can tell you right now, none of these owners or any of these people give a fuck about the players.
I'm telling you right now. When
do you think any of these owners or GMs care about the players like that?
No. Besides Jerry Jones, I do think.
No,
he's a little different. He fucks with people.
Hey, my boy Jerry, nice.
He does fuck with people. But I'm
we're gonna get into that too.
Robert Kraft too, I think. But like, dude, I don't know, bro. Like, I really think the Browns are just like, I can't wait till Baker leaves and the Browns are just dog shit again, and then Baker's just successful wherever he goes.
I don't think he's gonna be.
Yeah, he is.
I don't.
He was literally good without. He's fine, bro. See, I'm saying, like, dude, I'm saying you just sound like every other person. Like, y'all can't give me a valid reason. Y'all go off of what you see, and like,
what I see from what?
Y'all go off of like literally like a sample size of statistics. You like come to the table. It's like come to the table with like a piece of chicken, and then like the sides complete the meal, and then you didn't bring the sides, and you're like, oh, this food isn't good. But it's like, well, did you eat it with the sides? It's the same thing. Like, y'all come to the argument.
So what are you gonna say if Baker doesn't do good?
Then he's not good. But you can't say that because the sample size isn't. That's not fair to him. He was hurt, and he.
But there's a lot of quarterbacks who play hurt.
You're not letting me argue my point.
But you keep saying he's hurt. And there is a lot of quarterbacks who play when they're hurt.
Not with a fucking torn shoulder.
They play with torn knees.
That doesn't impact your throwing like that, bro.
It impacts the way you move. What do you mean,
dude? I'm telling you, it doesn't impact your throwing like that. Playing with a torn ACL doesn't even. You don't even feel that. You know that, right? You just literally, it doesn't hurt.
You can't move side. You literally cannot move side to side.
That has nothing to no quarterback plays with torn ACLs. Let's get that straight.
I'm sure there's been quarterbacks who have playing with some torn shit in there.
Yeah, partially. No one's playing with a full torn ACL.
There's some dogs out there.
Anyways, this is regardless of the fact.
There's players who play with some significant injuries. Yes. They just give them cortisone shots and they vibing.
But I'm telling you, this impacts his throwing. Like, yeah, he was obviously capable of playing, but he wasn't capable of playing like to his 100%. And the fact that I
still don't know if it impacts his throwing.
Yes, it does, bro.
Because Ricky played.
Dude, it's different.
Ricky played with a torn labrum.
It's different.
On his opposite throwing arm and still was able to throw the ball.
Yes.
You're still able to hit.
Because when you throw, it's all baseball. You're throwing a football. Normally you're holding here, and it's more of a torque. Baseball is just one side. You don't have
No, it's not.
Yeah, it is.
No, it's not.
If you're picking up a ball and throwing
if you're fielding a ground ball, it's all one motion. You're gunning that shit.
You're
playing shortstop.
You're going off of someone else's though. You're going off of someone else though.
It's a comparable injury. They both tore their labrum, both on opposite arms, both play sports, both threw a ball.
It's not the same thing though.
How's a torn labrum not a torn labrum?
Because it's not the same sport. It's also a different throwing motion. These all are factors.
It's relatively close.
Anyways, regardless of the point.
It's literally relatively. It's still over the shoulder right here.
Okay, you're fucking up my argument. That's not the argument. The argument is you sound like every other person. Like, y'all are going off of this injury, these stats when he was good before he got hurt. These are facts. He won a playoff game before he got hurt. These are facts. Top 10 in QBR. These are facts. Rookie year, type Peyton Manning for most touchdown passes in a season. These are facts. But nobody says these at the argument. They're like, oh, he wasn't good. They go off the internet, and it's just ignorant. That's just the fact. It's ignorant. Now, if he doesn't play good next year, he's not good, and I'll agree and vibe by it. But I'm not gonna talk like everyone else saying like, oh, he's not good based off this season when there's other supplemental information that says he's a good NFL quarterback. Even other analysts and Colin Cowherd, etc., they said Baker is good enough to be a starter in his league. He will be a starter in his league. He was hurt.
He's good enough to be a starter. When I say, okay, let me get this straight. When I say quarterbacks are bad, maybe I should change my wording. When I say they're not good, I say Dak's not good. Dak is a good quarterback, but that's all he'll ever be as good. Baker is a good quarterback, but that's all he'll ever be as good. Like he's not a quarterback that's not going to get you to where you want to go.
He's definitely underperforming, but I mean, in the playoffs he performed well. So who knows though?
Yeah, I mean he has to go there again. He has to go there again for sure. But
we'll see.
If I'm an owner or if I'm running a team, if I'm a coach and I'm looking for players,
he's upgradable for sure.
Like I want someone who obviously wants to take me to the next level.
Well, he's also upgradable for sure. Everyone, like I told you all the time, if someone's upgradable, you can replace him. Like he's replaceable.
With any team he goes to.
I wouldn't say that.
He's a replaceable quarterback. If
Carson
there is
Wentz is replaceable?
Yes.
100%. I mean, I'm saying like I'm just giving you.
Yes, 100%.
Like, he's been traded more than him.
He's 100%
and he's also
replaceable.
first number 1 overall pick too.
You don't even have. He's gonna get replaced because of his own self. He's gonna get hurt and get off the field, and that's it.
See, and that's the thing. At least Baker's been available, and he showed. He was hurt this year, but like, I'm just saying, like, I get what you're saying.
So I don't. He's not bad. I don't think he's bad. He's for I guess you. When you talk to us, you put him on a pedestal of like he's gonna like take you somewhere. When, in my opinion, he's not.
I mean, what I've seen, he's done more than a lot of quarterbacks that are claimed to be better of him have done. I'm just giving you the facts.
That's true, but
but
when it comes down to it, what you
are saying is hypotheticals. What I say is true. Like it literally.
It's still not a hypothetical because he hasn't gotten you to that point. He took you to a playoff game and won, and then lost.
Okay,
it's not a hypothetical.
He lost to the Chiefs, and they had the lead. I'm just saying. I'm just giving you the like.
I kind of feel like that's worse.
They were by like 3. That's not. You act like leads are like, bro. When you score like that's literally a 1 possession game. Like you act like that's a blown lead. It's not a blown lead.
If you have the lead at half,
that's not a blown lead. No, it's not, bro.
I'm not saying it's a blown lead. I'm not saying it's a blown lead, but if you have the lead at half, I feel like you're in a great position to win the ball game because you have no matter what happened. I guess it does kind of matter what happened before the halftime, but like you have a lot of momentum going into halftime and coming out of halftime.
I don't think you have realized how fast a game can change in football with like it only being 2 possessions. Think about it like this. Game, if you're up by 14, if you're up 14 on someone, right? You're up 2 possessions. Bro, you can literally throw a slant or a bomb and score in 30 seconds and you're right back in the game and you have so much time. I'm just saying like that's what I'm saying, like these leads.
But that's any sport though.
Yeah.
Like, you can't. But to your argument, it's a hypothetical.
It's not a hypothetical. It happens all the time.
Yeah, but you can't say like this can happen. This can happen.
Like if you're like, oh, if someone's up 7 or up by 7 points with 10, 12 minutes left in the fourth quarter, they blew the game. No, they didn't. That's what I'm trying to tell you. Like that's not a blown game. Blown game to me is you're up like 21 in the fourth quarter or 21 going into the fourth and you lose. That's a blown game. But if you're like up, like that's not. You're not blown.
Oh, it's like.
It's just
10 plus.
I guess. I mean, it's just
because you have because in my eyes, it's like if you're up by 10 plus, that means you went down the field 3 times and could not score at least a field goal.
Okay, that's a good argument.
You can't even score at least a field goal.
That's a good argument.
So to me, that is a blowing lead. Sure, a game could change like that, but you at least went down the field 3 times and you could not do anything. If you're winning at halftime, you dominated the first half.
The team can go 3 out in 45 seconds, and then it's like, damn, we're already back on the field.
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like, that's just how it is.
For sure. But you, as a player and as a coach, should be able to draw something up where you can get confidence to move the ball down the field somehow, some way, especially in the playoffs because that's why you're there.
Yeah, but they also got to realize that the team is good too defensively. Like,
you're both good. You're both there for a reason. That's why I say both of y'all should be able to draw something
so many
up.
Factors within a game
because at this point it looks like the team that came out of half did what they needed to do at half, and they found out what you were doing and fixed it. You can't do that once they figure out once they figured out how to stop you. Okay. But like that's where like Mahomes, I guess, or Andy Reid, I should say, is different just because like he's able to like he's always been a coach to like always find a way to beat the team.
No, I get.
Like, he's always been like a good ass coach and like always like changing shit up.
I get what you're saying. It's fucking hot in here, but Dino Ferro's hot. But anyways,
But that was a little different rant. But it just ties back to Baker Mayfield. I just don't think he's a quarterback that's gonna get you somewhere. Now, as far as the Browns go, they did get Amari Cooper. Amari got traded to him by the Cowboys for literally nothing. They won that trade. It's kind of disrespectful to Amari, but if he did stay, he does have Amari Cooper. He does have, yeah, it's for sure, 100% business. He does have Amari Cooper. He still has Njoku, right?
No, yeah, they signed him.
And he still has his 2 running backs. So, if he does stay,
they just tagged Njoku.
If he does stay, yes, they said this about you. But this is also, like, you can't give up on the team because this is also the same time where you got to go prove to them that I belong to be at this position.
But I think that's kind of like why he feels the way he does, because it's like I feel like he's like, I got hurt, then he just played the whole season, and yeah, he was hurt and didn't play well, but he definitely still had them in a chance to make a wild card spot, and he gave it his all and fucked his body up in the process, and then like. I would still feel a type of way. Like I understand like where the Browns are coming from because of being a business standpoint.
At the end of the day, the players should know better, though.
That's what I'm saying. Like, bro, like if I'm a player in the NFL and I get hurt, bro, fuck them. I'm getting fixed and I'm performing.
They should know
because they're gonna evaluate
the players should know better.
What. They're gonna evaluate you no matter what.
Yeah.
They're gonna be like, oh well, like you play well. Like it's like, bro, like I was hurt.
Like, I mean, the same off topic, but literally the same goes for college. As soon as you get hurt, if it's a significant injury, that scholarship might be pulled.
Maybe they don't just pull that shit like that.
I mean, there's definitely been incidents where that happens.
No, I get what you're saying.
Because they're just like,
I mean, that's kind of fucked up though. It's like you go there and it's like football is a.
But they don't. I don't think the school pays for much of anything when you get hurt.
Yes, they do in college.
No, because they've been.
Level,
I forgot.
No, yes, they do at the D1 level.
I feel like it depends who you are.
No, they pay for that. They have to. It's like a legal thing. I'm serious, because even at D2 they give you like a lot of money, but you know their shit's garbage. So I had to use my dad's insurance because, you know what I'm saying, that man got me the good.
Do they pay for it as in like pay for the full thing, or pay for it as in like only portion of it?
In D1 they pay for the full thing. They have the money, and they have to. It's like you can get really 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 bad lawsuits if they didn't. Like you could sue the fuck out of people if they didn't do shit like that. It's like I played this sport, got hurt. Obviously you know the risk, but. Yeah, you could sue the fuck out of someone for some shit like that.
I swore there's something that came out.
I'm telling you, they all.
There's something it was a while ago.
All my friends have gotten hurt that I know at the D1 level have always had their stuff fully paid for by the school.
There was something that came out. I'd have to find
must
it.
Be that Texas man.
I have to find it. But it was definitely a while back. But it was like a thing came out like they don't take care of us. They don't give a fuck about us type shit. They don't do this, and this.
They were trying to get that name, image, likeness money.
Hey, you gotta do what you gotta do.
Name, image, likeness money.
Yeah, you gotta do what you gotta do. Off topic as well, but the NCAA's trying to fix that. But yeah, Amari got traded to the Browns for absolutely nothing. I mean, they're still in good position to win the division, to be honest with you. Roethlisberger's gone.
Shit, maybe.
The Ravens...
The Ravens going to be healthy, and then
they're going to be healthy, but they lost Marcus... not Marcus. He just signed with the...
Shit, they just signed somebody nice. They just signed that safety from the Saints.
Oh, maybe that's what it was. Yeah, okay, yeah. No, because they spent $104 million on their secondary. Yeah, because that's what it was. I thought it was the other way around. They said the GM said that they don't get enough turnovers. And basically there's like he said they don't get enough turnovers and there's not enough dog in them.
We'll see if they do a receiver. I mean, they got Hollywood, who had a great year. He had 1,000. Mark Andrews, top 3 tight end in the league. Tylan Wallace was hurt, but he was productive when he came back. Then they still have Duvernay. So they have some good weapons. Obviously, they could draft someone. They can, there's some weird free agents out there. Allen Robinson still available. Julio.
But that's why I said the Browns could still do it because they still have good weapons. But the Browns still have good weapons.
They have good backs. Kareem.
I mean,
Chubb.
when Amari's on the field, he's a good weapon.
Yeah, but I mean, they need
Njoku's still a good tight end.
They need like another. I mean, but this thing, I'm 100% sure they're probably going to draft somebody, a receiver.
They have to
in the first round. Whoever's there,
they have to.
Olave. I think Garrett's going to go like top 5, so I don't think he'll be like available. But like one of the other.
They have to.
Yeah,
but they have a good enough defense to still compete and keep them in games.
Yeah, I agree. That division's going to be tough. I mean, regardless.
So like no matter who goes there, they're still kind of set up in a way.
They are set up. They're definitely. That's why I think they want to upgrade and win now. But yeah, you know what I'm saying. Let's just make it good for everybody. Release Baker. Go ahead and it's a win-win for everybody. Release Baker. Sign Garoppolo. Like Trey Lance started the 49ers. Fresh start for them. More content for us. Jimmy Garoppolo the Browns. Let Deshaun sign with some NFC South team, and then send Baker to the Texans, hometown boy. You know what I'm saying? And I'll go to all of the Texans games, and we'll be happy. I'll be wearing that NRG. I'll be in NRG. You know what I'm saying?
Jimmy to the Browns wouldn't be bad.
I kind of like that I like that more than the Deshaun one.
Jimmy to the Browns wouldn't be bad.
I like that more than the Deshaun one. And Jimmy's like, I don't know, the way they play with like running the ball and stuff, it's like perfect.
It fits him. That's what the 49ers did.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know. But I don't know what the Cowboys are doing because they traded. I don't know if this ties back to the COVID year, but they traded. It makes no sense because I think Mario's on year. This would have been year 4 out of 5, and they traded him to free up cap space.
Yeah. Then they didn't re-sign Greg Hardy, right? Too.
No, hold on. So they release him, and then they sign Michael Gallup.
That's what it was.
And then to kind of a fat contract.
No, it was fat, but
and then Randy Gregory they try to re-sign, but that was like a fat contract too.
The thing is, Michael Gallup's contract isn't like fat now that we're seeing this other shit like Christian Kirk getting what he got. That's probably why
it's not fat in the sense
in
of
the sense
we got paid. He got a fat contract for us having no money. That's what I'm saying.
I got you.
Because like we released Amari because we had to clear up cap space.
Okay.
But we signed him to all this money, and then we try to re-sign Randy Gregory, and then Randy Gregory.
Oh, I think you said Tyrese Irane Gregory. I was like, who is
hell?
that? That man sound created.
And then I think the DeMarcus Lawrence thing is still going on, or he signed, but they try to give him 1 year $10 million. They try to restructure his contract, then they try to give him 1 year $10 million. And then he felt disrespected by it. So I don't know what's going on with.
Initial offer was $1 million, and they ended up
new deal with 30. Like how do we have no money with Amari, but now we like pull up money out of our ass? And I can say what it is. It's Stephen Jones. That's like now it. Before Jerry was our problem, now Steven's our problem, and like him and Steven actually aren't on good terms right now because
he has 40.5 sacks.
Yeah, he's cold.
Yeah, he's good.
It just hurt because he was hurt. It hurt because he was hurt last year. But Stephen Jones is like really, really, really anal about like money, and they call him Cap Jones because
that boy be capping.
No, because he's always worried about like the money and the salary cap and all this and that.
As he should be though. I mean, since he got there, y'all definitely changed y'all's players y'all bring in. Y'all have done pretty great.
Well, because the way the Cowboys work is like really family oriented.
We're gonna take care of you type deal.
Yeah, but you have to be with the Cowboys to be able to get that treatment. Like they don't really sign people like that, like free agents or anything. They always get them from the draft.
You are right. Now I noticed like Amari is probably like the biggest like person they've gotten in a transaction.
Yeah, so they really don't like sign people like that because Randy Gregory was with us for 6 seasons. Like you don't know that because that fool was always.
Isn't he like in trouble and shit all the time?
Yeah, that's why you don't know.
I was like thinking, shit. I was thinking of that dude in the UFC.
That's Greg Hardy. He just got released from the UFC, I think.
Yeah, he did. Shout out to the Final Few boys. They talk about that, man.
but they don't like if you're not with them, they don't really like re-sign you like that or bring you like that. And then the only way they do is Dan Quinn, when he came, he brought 3 players that he really wanted. But since Dan Quinn was already there before, they're like, okay, come bring them, and then they fit into our system. But it's in a weird stage now because it's like Jerry doesn't care, but Steven cares. Yeah. Like Jerry doesn't care as in like pay the players, and then Steven's like, no, we can't afford this. Like, motherfucker, you're not even America, the world's richest team. Yeah, you're worth the most. Yeah, y'all got some money to pay out your damn pocket for some luxury tax. Yeah. So one thing that happened was we lost Gregory to the Broncos. Of course, we lost another player to the Broncos. We lost what's his name from Bama, Patrick Surtain.
In the draft.
Yeah, you were hot, and then we got Michael Parsons, which I guess kind of evened out, not really. And then he got traded to no, he didn't get traded. He got signed. Sorry, he got signed by the Broncos, and the reason he got signed is because Jerry said one thing, and then when they wrote the contract out or like did what they had to do, Steven reworded it and said some other shit, and that's when he was like, "I'm out."
That's crazy though.
And then the same thing happened with DeMarcus Lawrence. I don't think Jerry said anything, but Steven went to him and said they offered this, and Jerry told him give him his damn money. So like they're just it hasn't been good with them over there. So
damn.
Yeah.
So I'm just looking at all the people.
So it hasn't been good over there. But yeah, Michael Gallup got the bag. I don't know where that came from, and then trying to pay these other players, I don't know where that came from. But it seems like these free agents just get the bag.
Hey, I need to go ahead and play special teams and get reacclimated because they're paying everybody. I mean, I'll go out there and run on kickoff.
Literally everybody. Von Miller just got a fat bag.
Dude, that was I literally quoted it and said, "What the hell?"
I honestly thought he was gonna stay with the Rams.
Bro, he's 33, 6 years. Damn. I was like, okay, like I don't like he's obviously cold and he's a Hall of Famer, but I was like 6 years.
The Cowboys were supposed to talk to
him.
I
need his agent. That man's gotten 2 contracts that big in his career. That normally doesn't really happen unless you're a quarterback.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn.
And then
congrats to him for sure. That shit was crazy. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Who else got a fat bag? I know some other people got a fat bag.
His was like 80.
Christian Kirk got a fat bag.
Like 4-year, 80 million.
Kirk 84. Cousins renewed his contract.
Kirk Cousins renewed. Aaron Rodgers got paid earlier.
So he's getting $150 million total. His first
for 3 years.
His first 3 years are guaranteed up front.
Godly.
Oh no, his first. That's over 3 years, right?
Zay Jones got signed. He got Chandler Jones.
He's 3 years with an option for 4th, right? Or something like that. So his first 2 years are guaranteed up front. So he gets $100 million up front. And then that third one, that 50 is broken out over time.
Carl Nassib got released.
Because they just signed
Chandler
Jones to another fat contract.
Which is up here. They released Landon Collins. Y'all should get him.
We should go to the Cowboys.
That's what y'all should go get him. Put him with Malik Hooker. That'd be nice. Would be cold back there.
We just re-signed Malik Hooker.
That's good. He's good. Yeah. There's Marcus Williams on the Ravens. Let's see who else. Khalil Mack. We can talk about that.
Yeah, that defense is going to be disgusting, bro. That defense is going to be nice.
The AFC just got a ton of pass rushers.
Yeah, I mean,
Khalil Mack, Chandler Jones is with Crosby now on the Raiders. Bro, everyone in there, they're like, we're gonna have to like.
The AFC is gonna be nice.
Watch parties for AFC West games.
The AFC is gonna be nice. It's gonna
slugging. For real.
The Chargers have to do something. They have too many good weapons.
They always have the nice jerseys, the powder blue. You know what I'm saying? They always look good. Herbert over there.
They look too good not to.
Shout out to boy CJ too, the Raiders. You know what I'm saying? They made the playoffs last year. They just got Josh McDaniels as their head coach. Like,
I wonder how that's gonna be.
They might be nice, bro. For real.
I wonder how that's gonna be.
We're gonna see.
It's kind of. I was kind of mad he went there, but just because like I thought the interim coach deserved it, in my opinion.
Pistachio.
Yeah.
Shout out to the boys, busting the boys, no free shout outs. They like Pistachio. Or whatever his name is.
I mean, he came in and took the teams to the playoffs.
He's also been around the league forever. Like, he used to coach. He's been coaching since like the early 2000s. Like, he's been around forever as an assistant.
Damn.
Give him a shot. You know what I mean?
That's crazy.
Yeah.
So with all these free agents getting signed, there's one free agent that needs to be signed.
And who's that?
Who do you think?
Devontae Adams?
Nope.
I mean, he is a free agent.
He is a free agent, but I think the Packers didn't keep him. They just
wait. Rephrase that question again for me. You said there's all these free agents and there's one more that needs to be signed.
No, I said there's all these free agents, but one needs to be signed.
Can you give me a hint? Because I'm so lost.
Blacklisted.
Oh, yeah, that boy's out there working. Dude, I see they were talking about that man working out, Acho and them. Or no, not Acho. I seen it on Twitter of him working out, and then someone quoted it that I know was like, "Just stop it."
That man's still good.
I know. I was just give him a chance, man. Like, damn, like
my man, Colin Kaepernick needs to be signed.
Bro, people already forgot about that knee and shit anyway. So like,
that man, in my opinion, should go to the Seahawks.
Bro, I guarantee you he'll play for $500K too. He'll come and play for a minimum.
Probably.
Because he got that fat.
What's veteran minimum?
I think it's probably like 8 or close to a million.
How many years do you have to have for veteran minimum?
Shit, I don't know. I think he still acquires it because he's been a free agent still. Like, because like when you look up a player and it'll be like, does so and so still play? And it'll be like former, but like, or some
active.
people will say
It'll
say like free agent. He's a free agent or type shit. So
because he's been working out and he's been working out with Tyler Lockett, I think, and Tyler Lockett likes him.
So get into Seattle. I mean, Pete Carroll would be the type to give him a chance. I think he didn't he get a couple workouts with them a while back.
Yeah,
when Russell Wilson was there. Yeah, I remember that.
Yeah, I mean I would like to see him in the NFL again. I think he's better than some starters.
Absolutely.
So
he at least should be I think he'd be a good locker room guy at least. Like, damn, like he
for sure
is better than most backups.
For sure.
Like,
So I most backups and some, like I said, some starters.
Exactly. Like I would just have him just in case for the depth.
Do you think he's better than Carson Wentz?
No. But
no.
Carson Wentz just threw 27 touchdowns and like 7 picks just last year.
My thing is just like the man literally just can't like stay healthy.
That's the only problem with him.
Yeah.
Literally, if he didn't have that, bro, he would be. Bro, this man almost won the MVP one year. So I'm not gonna say he's better than him, especially because Carson Wentz is still a starter. But you know how the way they just do things, like people are just like, not. I don't know, bro. Like you said, he definitely deserves an opportunity.
For sure, 100%.
So
he could. I mean, I don't know. Before, like, I guess some players got there. He could have went to Jacksonville. He could have went to the Chargers. Could have went to the Browns. Like, there's so many teams. He could still go to the Jets.
My boy Zach Wilson.
Like,
yes, sir.
I don't know. I think he deserves a chance. He's working out, and he says he still wants to play. I think somebody should sign him.
I agree.
There's a lot of teams that like need quarterbacks, or at least a backup quarterback. The Colts could use them.
Yeah, because they need somebody. But dude, they're either gonna draft someone or they're gonna get Baker. I want to get Baker. Him and Jonathan Taylor. You dig? I give me a little. Me and Malcolm will be fans. You know what I'm saying? I'll be a Colt fan with my boy Malcolm, following this man Baker.
The Colts should like.
I would get Baker.
Colts and Seahawks, in my opinion, should look into Cap.
Well, yeah, I'm just saying I would get Baker in the draft.
I'm not saying like sign him, but at least like give him a good, decent look. Maybe sign him to like preseason.
At least,
like, yeah.
Damn.
See how that man
I'm just
plays.
trying to see.
Yeah.
I just want to see it on TV. Really, like
see how he plays. Not off season. OTAs, all that. Yeah.
No, he at least deserves a camp invite. At least, like, just give him a camp. I mean, bro, it's bullshit because Tebow got one.
Exactly.
At a position he's never even played.
Exactly.
Bro, come on now. If he's not good, just cut him. It's fine. But then how I feel like people just don't want to deal with the antics. Like if he's not good and then they cut him, it's like, oh, we cut him because he, you know what I'm saying? It's definitely something that people are gonna be like, damn. Like, I just feel like NFL teams just don't want to deal with it. That's all it is. I don't really think it's his talent.
But there's been so much other stuff that's happened with other players.
People beating up women and just getting 6 games suspension and coming back. So
exactly,
it is interesting. It just shows
I don't know.
People value.
Facts.
It's not good.
No, it's not. It's dumb. That's why I said the owners don't care about the players
at all.
So, which is weird. But I had a question.
What's that? For me or just a general question?
Who else am I gonna be talking to?
I don't know, bro. You could just be like talking to the audience. You dig? All 158 subscribers.
Hey, you dig?
So,
why does saying you're gonna release this player degrade their value? Like, why does it shoot down their value? Like, what is it about like them being released take their value down?
Honestly, I think it's more the fact of like it probably. You say I just think. Well, I think it depends on the circumstances. Obviously, if like teams, I feel like teams know this. Seems like, oh, they're under salary cap. They probably start circling players on their roster that they'd be interested in talking to or acquiring before the process is, because they're like, oh, this player might get released or they're expensive or whatever the case may be. I don't really think it affects people wanting them unless it's like, because I mean, I think every team knows like what a player's value is at. You know what I'm saying? What they're valued at, things like that. Honestly, I think it'll. I really don't think it affects it that much. I do think it is a case by case basis though, because I mean, like you said, like Julio Jones gets released, are you gonna be like, no, I'm not gonna get Julio Jones?
It's not even that, but it's like Julio Jones is Julio Jones. Amari Cooper is Amari Cooper. Why can you not like trade them? Like why release them? And then if you do release them, why does that bring down their value of like what they can get signed for?
I think releasing is easier. I don't know why it brings down the value, but I think it's easier for the team because if you trade them, obviously you might have to give up something, right? Or like whatever you want. Like it's like, yeah, Julio's included with this trade, but I want something, and then the team
because like
a lot of with an argument,
a lot of that like always gets talked about or said like, oh, it's gonna be hard for them to trade Amari, because that was like the thing I was talking about. It's gonna be hard for them to trade Amari because they said they're gonna release him. Now his value's dropped. Like, why does releasing drop their value? I don't understand.
I don't know. Maybe it's like a market thing. Maybe if you get released, it puts you in like a free agent market that's different or something. I don't know. I really don't know. That's a good question. That's something we should definitely like look into at some point.
I don't know. I don't know. I find it weird. I don't understand it, and I don't get it, because like I don't know about Julio, but like Amari's like still good enough to kind of get some kind of bag. So it's a little tough. So I don't get it.
I understand that completely. I don't know. Honestly, that's a good question. Like, I actually kind of want to like figure that out, because I really don't know.
I don't know. It's weird.
It also could just be a placebo. Like, it might not even like.
I don't think so. Because I mean, if you think about it, we did say we were gonna release Amari, and then all we got was a 5th and 6th for him.
That shit was just crazy to me. I was like, damn, 5th and 6th? That's
exactly.
Like, bro, like that could be a dude that's on the team for 2 years. Like, all right. That might
not even. Training camp and that's it.
Yeah.
Rookie camp and that's it.
If you get drafted, you're guaranteed to have a spot for a season. It's like the rule. No, I'm serious.
I mean, you can be on the sideline for that year.
I'm just
That's it. And then you're released after that.
Yeah. True.
So, I don't know. Last thing on football, though, Joe Buck and Troy Aikman are getting the. I don't know if they're getting the bag, but unfortunately, we have to listen to them on Monday Night Football, which kind of sucks because you come home from work and you're like, damn, football's on, let's watch it, even though it's typically not a very like.
It's just
sometimes it's not a very good game, but sometimes it is, sometimes it isn't.
They need next year. They gotta fix that shit, bro. The games that they be showing on Monday night are just
and Thursday.
Yeah, they gotta fix that.
But
Thursday sometimes be better. But
look at you get off work, you come home, you excited to watch your boys play. You sit in your nice recliner, get your nice little cold beer, and you excited.
What you know about a cold beer?
And then you got to hear Joe Buck and Troy Aikman for 3 hours.
They out there catching a vibe, though. You know what I'm saying? They're
Yo,
out there.
Troy Aikman and Joe Buck are catching a vibe, but everybody else is screaming at the TV saying, get them to golf.
Man, Troy, I really don't mind Troy Aikman. Now, Joe Buck is, especially just watching the World Series with him.
They're just,
that's a hard watch.
They're just boring, both of them.
I agree.
They're just boring.
Monotone.
Yeah, monotone and boring. So that's why I don't.
There's like a TikTok trend of people playing Madden and like doing like the Joe Buck voice, and he would say like derogatory. It was hilarious, bro.
They're not. I don't know why they're like so popular or good. I guess I don't know. Like,
they are good at what they do.
I mean,
like, yes, they're boring, but
they're boring.
They're boring to you. Like they're entertaining.
They're boring to a lot of people.
I mean, they're
literally boring to every baseball fan.
They have a soothing voice. Like they don't
have a soothing voice.
You know what I'm saying? Like it just sounds good.
No, they don't have a soothing voice. They have an annoying voice.
You just listen.
Them boys are always just.
You just hate him.
No, they just up there faded. They're literally just up there faded.
Now Troy Aikman do be faded.
They both be faded.
Troy Aikman.
They both just be faded. So I dude, it's annoying, bro. Like I would rather have like. What's his name's doing? Kirk Herbstreit's in it now. Like I would rather have him on Monday night.
Well, he's on Amazon. He's doing Thursday now, which is cool.
Yeah, and I'd rather have him on Monday night. He's already working with ESPN.
I'm trying to see how much they got.
It's probably not gonna say.
What I believe it's 160. No one has a official confirmed number.
Yeah.
Damn.
But like I would rather have Kirk Herbstreit up there. Buy Gus Johnson out. Have Gus Johnson in there.
That's who they should have got is just Gus and Joel Klatt.
Yeah, exactly. Way better than them.
Yeah.
Like they do better college football games.
Oh, bro, they'll do like a Big Ten noon game, and it'll be like Ohio State versus Illinois, and they'll be blowing them out, and I'll be like, damn, this is so entertaining because of just the way they are. Like Joel Klatt is super analytical and Strex gives you great data, and then Gus Johnson, someone get Moss. Oh, got like, you know what I'm saying? He gets you turned up. You know what I'm saying?
That boy Gus is nice.
Nice, bro.
When he does Texas OU, it's fun.
I fuck with him.
Yeah,
he's cold.
Yeah, but I don't know. I hated it. It annoyed me. It didn't make me mad. It annoyed me. I was like, dude, why?
Hey, he's gonna do less Cowboys games now. They're gonna do less Cowboys games now. Yeah. I wonder who that's another thing. I wonder who they're gonna get to replace. You know that because Fox does like Aqib Talib. I swear that man did. Me and Colin were like, bro, I swear Aqib Talib does every single Cardinals game. That man was always talking about Kyler Murray and always doing the Cardinals game. So I wonder who they're gonna get to replace these guys as like because they did America's Game of the Week.
Do you think
Troy and Joe
old players are good talents?
Yeah. I think it depends. I
think Jason Witten and Booger suck.
They suck. Luke or my bad. What's the tight end? Greg Olsen did an okay job.
I didn't think he was very good.
He's okay.
I'm talking about like you got like to be on TV for 3 hours to entertain people.
Go with it right now.
Tony Romo's nice, but I think Tony Romo's nice because that's always like been his personality.
Russell Wilson will be good. Because they gave,
I don't know if he'll be on TV or not.
Well, the reason why is because you know how they have like 2 broadcasts for Monday night games.
Mm-hmm.
It was like whoever, and then it was Peyton and Eli. They would bring on people like throughout the game, and like they had on Russell one time. Because I was like, I never watched their broadcast, and I was like, so I'll watch it because I do like Peyton and Eli. Like theirs is good. It's just different though, but it is good. And I'd watch it, and then Russell Wilson was on there, and I was like, dude, I kind of like him as an analyst.
Do you think Peyton and
RG3 is okay?
Peyton Manning, he does college, right?
Yeah, he does college.
Do you think Peyton Manning and Eli would be good like on their own, not together?
I think Peyton would, because I mean he did like that show already on ESPN Plus, and he's just smart as hell.
He's just goofy.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of people right now that are playing. I think that'd be pretty good. I think Ryan Tannehill would be good, just because he just seems like a very like.
But the thing is, like just
Joe
because
Burrow,
like
obviously he's young. I'm just thinking of people like
just because like you're young and smart doesn't mean you'll be good. Is the thing for me.
Well, I'm just thinking
not
about
even young, just like smart.
I'm just thinking about them like mic'd up though, like how they sound. They're like mic'd up, like how energetic they are.
That's different. That's completely different. They're on the field playing a game.
That's true.
They're in a booth talking to the field and the person next to them.
Shit, that's
3 hours.
Imagine being a radio announcer. That's even harder. You don't got the TV.
Exactly.
Yeah, that you gotta have a special kind of talent to do that.
So like that's why I don't like Joe Buck and Troy Aikman because they're just not. Bro, I'm telling you right now, if I'm trying to watch something for 3 hours, I don't want to. I do want to be entertained of some sort, not just by the game.
I do understand. I do get what you're saying because I mean that's how Colin Howard is. Like he's on there for 3 hours and like I'm engaged because like the way he like articulates stuff and like he'll be like, oh, like he like will do stuff and I'm like, it's engaging. You know what I mean? Or like we watch Undisputed with Skip and Shannon. Like obviously these are talk shows, but they're still talking. Like, and they don't have a game to suffice him. But like people like always like, oh, Skip. I'm like, bro, he's literally like. He's great at his job. Like he does that on purpose. He's playing.
I would much rather have like Skip and Shannon do
that
like
would
a
be
game
hilarious,
than like
dude.
them two do a
Especially
game.
them doing a Cowboys game.
Even like he's annoying, but like even Stephen A. Smith,
yeah,
I would like to have him do a game because he's in a way like Gus Johnson.
Yeah.
So
right.
I don't know. Like Troy Aikman's smart and all, but he's just boring. Like, that's it. He's just boring, and he like. Gets excited, but like doesn't get excited. I'm not explaining it. And then Joe Buck just sucks. I don't know how he made it on TV. The man just sucks.
What did he do? Like, is he known for anything? Did he play any sports?
I don't know.
That man, he's kind of young, 52. That man has a fucking.
The man should be a golf announcer.
Yo. Bro, why does he look older in 2006? What the fuck? I'm trying to see what he did before Fox. He got hired in Fox in 1996. What did he do before? Damn, this dude's been around the block. HBO Sports. He got hired at 25 by Fox. Youngest man ever.
That's crazy.
And that's kind of lit. He's just goated. Now he's goated.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Can't even say nothing.
I mean, I don't care if he's good. Like, getting hired at that age doesn't really. I mean,
That's
I guess
literally like us getting hired by Fox right now.
I guess it's cool, I guess, but like it doesn't. For me, it doesn't make you any better. Like you still suck to me.
No, I agree.
But last few things before we wrap it up here. MLB's back. The free agents in there are also getting the bag. Don't even say it. The free agents in there also getting the bag.
Jock Peterson.
He's went to the Giants.
Chris Bryant went to the fucking Rockies.
Yeah, he went to the Rockies. He's gonna have fun hitting there.
Matt Chapman's us,
Mm-hmm.
and then someone else from the A's went to the Blue Jays. Who was that? No, Olsen went with us.
Chapman went to the Blue Jays. Olsen went, yeah. He also got paid too. He got an extension. But a lot of people in there have been getting paid, so that's good to see them. Me personally, I'm glad baseball's back. You know me, I'm a big baseball fan.
I'm glad to see this man. I'm just glad to see baseball back in general. Like it's like we've been talking about every podcast. It's cool to like when the other sport ends. It's kind of good like to get into these other sports. You know. F1 is this weekend too.
F1's this
weekend. Talk about maybe if you want, but
it's just hard.
Yeah, no one really knows.
Not enough of y'all watch F1 when y'all should. It's turning into it's turned into my favorite sport, and it honestly is the best sport in my opinion.
From a team standpoint,
just as a sport as a general,
it is lit. It's lit. It's so
like there's so much to it. There's so much to it that people don't know.
Even
that,
just
like,
racing on a certain track, like a team
because
might
like
be better.
Sure, you think F1, you think just the drivers, like whoever just goes faster, really. But like, there's just so much more that goes into it that like people don't know. And then what does it for me is each person on the team, the driver, the communicator, the people who change the wheels, the people who change the front wings.
Then you have the R&D and all that, all the people that design the car and engine back home.
Even on the road.
And on the road.
There's just so many, all those people play a factor in the race. Then if one person messes up, like we're talking about a tenth of a second is a lot.
Yeah. Then you got like track conditions. You got different tracks that are suited better for different constructors, which are the car companies or manufacturers. And then you have like some people like are known for street circuits, like Daniel Ricciardo, like those people. So it's like it's a lot. Like it's crazy.
So
it's
like
unpredictable.
So Rex, like the driver also has to focus on driving, and then he also has to focus on keeping his wheels sustainable to drive.
Sustainable. It's like you might stop once, you might stop early, you have to manage your tires the whole race. You got to worry about your fuel. Like it's insane,
like
bro.
it's so crazy. And then like, sure, the driver keeps up with that, but like the people in your crew also keep up with that to try to like, hey, we think you should come in here. We think you should come in here. And then the driver can say okay, or the driver can say no. But like, it's such a big what's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for? I can't think of the word I'm looking for, but it matters. So like, if that doesn't go as planned, your race is like done.
Yeah,
you can be from first to not finishing or in the midfield. Like risk, such a big risk.
Okay.
I don't know why I couldn't think of that. I don't know why I couldn't think of that, but it's such a big risk to like whoever it's on, because it's like your crew chief could tell you come in and pit.
Yeah.
And it could be at the wrong time.
Yeah.
Or you could say, no, I'm not pitting. And it could like mess you up and it's too late. So like that's what I like about F1. But
one last thing, at least from my end, it's crazy in Drive to Survive when I was watching it. Like, like they show like the data, like the graphs and shit.
It's insane.
I was like, damn, I was like, dude, they really like when Yuki was trying to argue with him, they literally were like, no, like we can look at your braking data and like this is what you're doing. You know what I'm saying?
It's insane. They're like, you're too hard on the car right here. You don't need to be that hard. Like, that's literally what they say. Like, at this turn or whatever, like, you're too hard on the car right here. You don't need to be this hard.
Yeah. No, I agree.
It's crazy. But if y'all do want to check it out, it is this weekend.
They're racing Bahrain.
10 a.m. ESPN. I'll be watching. I'll be tuned in.
Who's your podium finish? Who do you got? Based off what we know.
Based off what we know, it's probably going to be like Max, George, and Max Verstappen, George Russell, and
the Ferrari driver.
I don't know which one is a thing.
Yeah.
One of the Ferrari drivers, Charles Leclerc or Carlos Sainz. So one of those two.
Watch Lewis fuck around and just win.
Yeah, I don't know. Ferrari. I mean, Mercedes is saying their car is a POS, but I don't believe it.
I don't believe that.
I don't believe it at all. Yeah. Anyways, like I said, 10 a.m. Sunday, ESPN. If you want to check it out, honestly, watch Drive to Survive first,
for sure.
To like get like an entry into the sport. To like get into the sport, to can like kind of have an understanding of it, because like when you just watch it and you don't know what's going on, like for the longest I didn't know what like a lot of the rules were. I was like, what are back markers? Like, why do they keep saying back markers?
Like, you didn't even know what like the stewards were. Like they were like the stewards to look at it. Or like,
yeah. So there's
like overtaking, like all that.
Yeah. Like there's no like before there was DRS, but now there's no DRS. But I didn't like DRS was like you can only do certain stuff. When you're racing, if you're like forced off the track, you can go off the track, or else you can't go off the track. If you go off the track and they didn't force you off the track, like you still get penalized. It's crazy. It's crazy.
You can pick when you get the place back. Like
it's crazy. So watch Drive to Survive so you can at least understand. But if you want to give an opportunity and watch the race on Sunday, 10 a.m. ESPN. Hopefully my boys from McLaren do something. I need Danny Ricciardo to do something.
Not like them. I hope Daniel has a better year for sure.
I think he will.
I hope he has a better year than Lando, to be honest. I think he just because he's the vet and they love Lando, but I just want to see Daniel.
Just because he's young.
Yeah.
But back to baseball. It's here and it's back. The free agents are getting their money, but one thing that has come up again. But with baseball is New York players can't play if they're not vaccinated.
Oh, here we go.
So I wonder how much that goes into signing people, because every time you play in New York, which is a lot, you can't play.
It's a fuckload of games in baseball too.
So you can't play.
Yeah, I don't know. There's definitely got to get to the point where it's just going to be like people are just playing with money. And so, I mean, why would you not want to play for the Yankees?
Aaron Judge isn't vaccinated. It's like the only, probably more Yankees aren't, but like that's the most known one that I can think of is.
You think you'll get it?
I don't think they're going to continue with it.
They're going to do that Kyrie deal.
Kyrie can't play in New York, right?
Yeah.
No, to be honest, I think
he can't play. Yeah, he can't play in New York. He's on the road. He can only play a game.
If I'm being honest, I think baseball is way too big and the Yankees are way too big, and that they're gonna stop doing that.
I believe
for
the state. They'll like force the state to like change it type shit.
Yeah.
I get you.
So like these players can play, because like the Yankees mean more to like New York than like Kyrie does.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like they just mean more to New York. Like that's when you think of the Yankees, like when you think of New York, you think of the Yankees.
Yeah.
Going back to F1, I told you, like I was watching F1 and then somebody was wearing a New York Yankee shirt in, what did I say it was?
Oh, you said it would be crazy if he was like an actual fan.
Yeah, it was somewhere in the Middle East.
Yeah.
They're like wearing a Yankee shirt, and I was like, that's insane.
Yeah.
Like you're in the Middle East and you have a Yankee shirt on, like you.
Yeah.
It got there somehow because somebody like the Yankees.
There's also
probably
the Yankees are just international. They have a recognizable logo.
Yeah.
Too. Like people wear Yankees. Like if you look at like just hats, for example, like fitted hats, like LA hats, people wear like Dodgers and Yankees hats. It's
Yep.
like the go-to like hat that people first buy.
Yep. Because it's like those two logos are just iconic, really.
Yeah.
Like, so I think baseball and the Yankees are too big for them to keep doing it.
Yeah. We'll see. I mean, I don't know. I don't know how like that stuff works, but I definitely agree with you. Like they have some kind of pull.
I mean, it's just the government says, I want this to happen. I don't want this to happen, because it's up to the state what
I'm
they
just
want to
saying,
mandate.
Like, I don't know like how that like flies, because at the end of the day, the state is the state. Like regardless how big the Yankees are, they're not the government though. So it's like
No, but it brings in less money for your state.
that's true. That is true.
And like you said, there's way more games played in baseball than there is. And the Yankees make a lot of money, I could tell you that much.
Oh
they're,
yeah,
they're another team that's worth one of the most teams in the
top,
world.
I think I'm pretty sure
They're like top five or top three.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like that, they're not there for no reason, you know.
Yeah.
So I think it will change because of that, but it'll be interesting to see because the season's right around the corner in April 7th.
Yeah.
It's not very far away. So what, 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks?
Soon.
Yeah. So
Awesome.
I think it's gonna
Opening day.
Yeah. Yeah. So it'll be interesting to see what happens. Like I said, like there's a lot of games, there's a lot of players. I guarantee you a lot of players aren't vaccinated unless they got that, you know what I'm saying, that AB status where you just fake it. You know what I'm saying?
Fake it till you make it.
Exactly. You don't get caught. Hey, I'm vaccinated. Fake ass card.
Cool.
But that'll do it for your boys over here at Opinionated. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe. Make sure to tell us your thoughts about what y'all think's going on in free agency. If you think Baker should go here, Baker should go there. If you think Jimmy should go here, Jimmy should go there. If these players deserve to get the bag. Oh, I meant to bring this up. Stephen Jones kind of said a good quote. In today's football, you play good players like they're great. Mm-hmm. You pay average players like they're good.
It makes sense.
And then you play below average players like they're average.
Okay.
Like that's how like today's football works now.
I got you because of the money.
Yeah.
And stuff. That makes sense.
Like you don't think about that, but like when I heard it, I was like, that's actually true.
Yeah.
There's a whole lot of players out there that don't deserve it.
Yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, like you said, make sure provide y'all's feedback. Feedback's important. You know, help us, drive the show, things like that. Make sure to check out them boys over there at PCT. They got a podcast coming up on Monday. We're gonna have a lot of podcasts coming out soon because we're gonna be busy. But hey, merch coming soon. Big things coming soon.
If you like the hoodie, drop a video, give it a thumbs up.
Like the hoodie.
Like the video, give it a thumbs up. I think it said drop the video.
Maybe.
Like the video, give it a thumbs up.
Maybe if we get like 1,000 subs, we'll remake those.
I don't know about that one.
But,
I don't know about that one.
Just kidding. And no, I'm talking. I meant remake it as like remake one and then give it away. Like a remake.
Y'all got to do a lot of good stuff for us for that to happen.
But no, there'll be more opinionated merch in the works.
We got some stuff cooking for y'all. We
got a lot of
got
stuff coming up.
We got something important on Friday, and then once that gets hit off,
we do. That's be a big step.
We'll release everything else that we got.
Yeah, everything else that's in the tuck that, you know what I'm saying, is about to have to.
We got some fun stuff for y'all guys. We got some fun stuff coming y'all's way. So be on the lookout for that. Like I say, if you like the hoodie, drop a like. Why would you not?
Drop a like, and we hope to see you guys again here soon.
Mm-hmm.
Boys from Opinionated, and we're gone.